So spring sports for high school started on March 24th. Middle school started on March 31st. We are currently offering all sports that we intended at all of our locations, except for one middle school baseball team at Parkside. So we currently have for middle school, 4 middle school softball teams, 3 middle school baseball teams, 4 track and field teams for our middle schools, which are both boys and girls. The number for track and field was high, which included 2 of our middle schools making cuts for track and field. And we have flag football at all 4 schools, where those flag football numbers look to be the highest registration that we have at the middle school level. The plan right now is to keep all kids for flag football. There needs to be some sort of a thought going into next year about offering girls only flag football, because we have a lot of girls who want to play flag football, they can play high school football, but there is a difference between the flag football for the girls versus the tackle football for the girls. So that's a topic for discussion for next year. At the high school level, all teams are fully rostered. The Central West boys baseball team, the numbers there are low. They will not field a JV baseball team this year, with a total of 20 registered players for that team. Everybody else has numbers. Memorial, I would say in general, the Memorial numbers are the highest across the school district for registration. That being said, the current co-op softball team of Manchester Memorial and Manchester Central will dissolve at the end of this year, which is a mid-cycle dissolve for the NHIA, because of the number of girls at Memorial High School who want to play softball. I think we have 36 girls just at Memorial who want to play softball, which is great. Central numbers, we have 10, 4 of them being seniors.
Mr. Chairman, could I break in with a relevant question?
Yeah, please.
We got a message from a constituent, you're probably aware of it, of interest in softball at West, and we talked about this a couple months ago here, that we can't combine 3 schools into a. But it sounds like maybe Memorial could be on its own. Could we just, instead of dissolving sorry, I'm blanking on the word, the cooperative team. Could we make it Central and West?
So that is a possibility for next year. That is not something that can be done this year. We currently have 11 girls playing on the West softball team. That is enough to play. It is, technically you'd want 15 would be a good number for softball, but we have 11. At cooperative teams, per the NHIA rules, are a 2-year team that run with the cycle of schedules. We are mid-cycle, so it would be a request before the end of this season that we would attempt to combine those 2. The issue is it's mid-cycle, which they could deny. The 2 high schools are also in 2 separate divisions. So West plays Division 2, Central plays Division 1. A cooperative team based on enrollment numbers would put that team into a Division 1. Schedules are already created for 2 years, which is next year. So there are a bunch of pieces to that, but that is definitely an option on the table, which we're going to look at. I would have to file the paperwork by the end of the season. So we're going to see how it works. Parkside does have a full softball team, which is their 2nd year in a row that they have a softball team. We're going to evaluate the number of 8th graders too that are coming up to West, as well as Hillside. This is Hillside's 1st year being able to fully support a softball team. Same thing, the amount of 8th graders coming in and playing for Central. And then with all of that data, we'll figure out what the best next step is. Is there enough coming up? What level would they play at? We don't want to get caught where we currently are. With a cooperative team, you can't cut. So now we have 45 girls who all want to play softball.
Yeah.
That's too many. And we're trying to come up with alternatives to keep as many girls engaged with the sport as we can. It is important to note that as the Manchester School District offers more sports within the schools, it does affect our community partners. That being said, last year, South Junior Deb voiced their concerns about us providing middle school softball. It did directly affect their registration numbers because the girls were playing for free for their middle school and not playing or having a hard time making it to practices and games based on the game schedule for middle school softball with South Junior Deb. South Junior Deb did fold this year. So we do need to be mindful, and Jordan and I are, about the feedback we're getting from our community partners about what we can offer, how can we make it work, and still try to support them as well. So, because we need them, we need our community partners to be successful. The more kids that have the opportunity to play at a younger level, or the girls that get cut, we want them to have alternatives to work on their skill. And we're sort of, right now, kind of balancing that all. So we're hoping that Manchester Girls Softball League, which was the second league, is able to provide those opportunities too for them. So all of that is on the table we'll figure out by the end of this year sort of what's the best step. And then we'll apply, if the co-op seems the best step for West Central, apply for the co-op and then go through that system with the NHIA and see if that's the best way to move forward.